Certainly want to just start with thanks to so many people. As the video alluded to, this is really a project that with so many hands and so many minds coming together. I'll try to list some, but I'll surely forget some. But certainly John and Joel for leading the mentorship and all of the mentees who are part of that program. Our maintenance crew, in particular Joe for helping with some of the big picture planning and lining up contractors for things like the electrical work and our concrete pad, and other members of our maintenance crew too, especially James, who's been helping me learn a little bit about plumbing and getting some of our sinks set up. Won't do it for me, but it'll teach me how to do it. And certainly our work study crews, the one who's here right now, painted our signs just this week, and our work study crews throughout the seasons just play such a big role in creating this garden and shaping it as it is. So each group that's been here since the start of the construction of this project has helped with elements of it. I'm often asked what this space is for, and there's so many things that I could say. I see it as a very multifunctional space. A lot of farms would call this like the wash pack or the wash pack shed. That's kind of the main function that I have in mind, which the video alluded to, of just a workspace for us to bring our harvest back, to wash everything, to get it out of the sun, and just to, each crop's a little different, but just to start the cleaning process, or what you see right now are garlic and onions are curing, so we're reducing their moisture content so that they'll store well. These are all things that we really didn't have a space for before. You might have, depending upon which week you were here, you might have in the last couple of years seen garlic drying along the floor of Lower Keith, or flax or dried flowers, or we've really just been kind of finding different spots around campus to place all these things. So this will really be a more centralized place for us to be doing that. It's going to be a gathering space for our work crew, for the work study crew. We've just kind of been meeting in the driveway over here mostly, which works all right most of the time, but especially if it's really hot or rainy, we'll now have an indoor space where we can have some whiteboards with upcoming tasks and that sort of thing. I also see it as an auxiliary space for gardening and nature studies classes when they're out here. Depending upon what activities they're doing out here, a place for them to utilize for the afternoon. Again, to get in out of the rain, get in out of the sun, or if they need some picnic tables to sit down at, we'll have them staged around here. So lots of uses on that front. I also, again, the garden and the work study program, I really can't separate. They're such the driving force of the garden. And so I see a lot of uses that beyond just garden uses that I think Sunshine Gym would be happy to know about. I really see this as potentially just a community space for the work studies. Bid strip housing is right next door, which is dorm style housing. As many of y'all might know, there's not a lot of common space. So I'm hopeful that this will be a space that the work study crews can utilize for projects and hanging out and getting a little bit more space, that kind of thing. If it was this crew who had full use of this space, they're unfortunately leaving this week, but if they had full use of this space, they would have been processing clay that they dug and harvested here and refining it and straining it and making sculptures. They would have been doing fiber dyeing experiments, utilizing plants from our dye garden. It would have been a discrete place for them to plan group birthday activities and surprising each other and surprising me on my birthday. It would have been a quiet spot to be used to write an amazing poem that one might share at morning song, which happened yesterday. And I also see it as a place that will hopefully lead to lots of, or ease the planning of community dinners that often happen out here. Make clean up and set up a little easier. Those are things that I think Sunshine Gym would have seen as integrally tied to everything that's going on here. So again, I just want to thank everyone who's been a part of this, and I want to invite you all to keep coming back and keep checking in. This is a space that will be continued to be set up and that will be kind of growing into over the next year or two. So come see what we're up to at any time you're here. Thank you.